Hey, family. Hey, family. Welcome, 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 welcome to the Couch Talk Show. Welcome to the B Moores Real Teen Talk Show with host Steve Copeland. With host Steve Copeland. What's up, B Moore? Today is Monday. Men's Mental Health Monday. Men Mental Health Monday. Okay, 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 okay. Men's Mental Health Monday. Ah, we're just waiting a little bit. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down so I can see you. Alrighty now, look. The Couch Talk. I want to start on this verse right because I really have a lot I want to say. I do. I'm a little disappointed for some of the stuff that I'm hearing involving the Carmela Anthony case and involving the Nolan case. Sometimes, y'all, people got to learn to shut their mouth. Now, before I came on, I did a little bit more research for myself to make sure when I open up my big mouth, I basically know what I'm talking about. Okay? So I'm looking at the time frame about right now because it's Monday's Men Mental Health. And what I posted, what's up, Sam? What I posted too, as a person with the working knowledge of the 12 spiritual principles, I use my spiritual program, gentlemen, to help guide me mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I just want to say this to my kings. If you're anything like me, and if I say I'm a Pisces, and that gives you a better understanding of my feelings and emotions and all that type of stuff, I'm still a man. Y'all know what makes me a man. Wherever I cry, wherever I yell, wherever I scream, well, some of you who's not true to thyself, talking about he all caught up in his feelings and emotions. If you know like I know and know where I came from, you better be glad that he's not acting out on his feelings and his emotions. So let him stay caught up. Pre-warning, okay? Thank God for a little over 33 years of living on this road of recovery, gentlemen, and my young adults, because I learned to turn my life around from a destructive way of life by the grace of God and his mercy. I'm able to go back out and help other men, women, and children. Did I just messed you up? I can go back out as a person that used to live a certain way of life who no longer live it no more. So if I tell you I'm a community activist, that means I know what to do to help bring the community together. If I tell you I'm a community organizer, I know what to do to come in and help you rebuild your community or make it stronger. If I tell you I'm a community outreach coordinator, that means I go to other businesses and get donations to give back to God's lost generation of people. Ooh, did I mess you up? Ooh, did I mess you up? So, if you caught up with the smugs and the alcohol and all that type of stuff, you're looking at a person that lived that life at one time for roughly 19 years, who no longer live that life. So who can better help God's people than this person y'all looking at? You can share your opinion with them. You can share your ideas with them. You can tell them what you think, how you feel, what's going on with you. But you can't walk them through a process. Like the big bald head, black mouth, big bald, black, big bald head, big bald head, big bald head, big mouth, black handsome dude. That's what they call me. The big mouth, bald head, handsome, black dude. I threw the handsome in because I know I am. I don't care what none of y'all say. I don't care what none of y'all say. I gotta get my butt up out there and go get my goddamn teeth and start playing around. I do everything else except what I need to do for me. I'm telling y'all, I'm like, Steve, what is your problem? I'm talking about like this. Now, gentlemen, I've been going to the doctors, getting everything checked out, right? I'm telling you, the kidney, the liver, I gotta make an eye appointment. And I need to go and make me a dentist appointment. I had some false teeth. But 3 years ago, and I'm gonna share this real quick. 3 years ago, when these two cops came together, Sam, and had me arrested, right? I was staying with my niece. They raided my niece's house. The detective set that up. Talking about some corrupt people, y'all, that we call law enforcement. They set up and went and got a warrant and kicked down my niece's door. Said I supposed to stole one of my clients' glasses, checkbooks, and stuff like that. That was on the report. I never seen it. They went in her house. My niece and Uncle Steve, they tore your room up. The most. All of my stuff. And then my niece got scared because she ain't used to that life. She got scared and she moved. So they left all my stuff behind, even my teeth. So when they came in, when she left, the landlord had somebody come in and clean everything out. Took all my stuff, tore it up. Laptop, all this stuff. Cell phones. I gave her one of my cell phones. The other one, I don't know where it's at. I'm talking about the corrupt system, right? And I'm going to show y'all how disappointed I am right now. I watched the street police set me up with 15 charges, 14. A detective. I had to catch myself because I almost cursed. decided she was going to put 3 on me and had me indicted where I couldn't make my 30-day trial for something that I didn't do. I'm on 3 years probation for something that I didn't do. And at the end of everything, the prosecutor said this to me: Mr. Copeland, we know you didn't do this. We know you didn't do that. My thing is, why did y'all drag me through all this anyway? The whole year. Then 13 months, 11 months over to prison, 13 months on home monitor. That was their way of shutting me up, Sam. That was their way of getting me off the streets. So watch how I talk about this judge. They came out of mouth to talk about Warren. Your Honor, why did they track Warren's phone, Judge, back to your house? Why, when Warren called Nolan's mother to tell her he didn't come back with them, he did not tell her he had his phone, Judge, and they tracked it at your house? Did you make that statement out your mouth when you spoke out, Judge? Now, I'm going to say this personally. I think you're one of the dumbest mother freaky persons you ever want to meet to run off at your freaking mouth. You should not have spoke out. Because I know you done ran across cases like this as a judge. And then to find out this boy is your stepson? Do you know how that makes me feel as a human rights advocate? Do you know how that makes me feel for somebody that fights for the civil rights, equal rights, and constitutional rights of our people? For you to cover some bull crap up like this, woman? And then to find out, because I'm pissed, then to find out that Carmelo Anthony lawyer knew that the Metcalf sons was bullies. Knew that the school system, they're in the school system, how they said it went up. People been reporting them. It ain't no lies. I had to go do the research myself. And you making y'all sons out to be this real Gucci. I knew when I kept hearing that mother, I said, no, listen to the way she talking. But Carmelo Anthony lawyer made an agreement with the prosecutor. Not that the evidence that they had of the Metcalf being bullies, he would not let them. They made agreement that they wouldn't show that or tell them that at the trial. It was a verbal agreement. And from what I read, the school knew. I mean, the lawyer knew. Let me pull it back up. The lawyer knew about the Metcalf and the school situation. The prosecutor knew about the Metcalf and the school situation way before all this happened. I'm really disappointed in our justice system. I am really disappointed in our justice system. And I don't like to do this. You all white. I don't like to do that because my daughter-in-law is white. But you know how this disappoints me? Judge Roach. I already know how they all come together, family. I seen this with what happened with me, with the freaking police, with a detective that didn't even know me, going off of false information, and she decided to come up with her own bull jump. I didn't tell y'all too. One of my clients, while I was in prison, was found unalive in one of my houses. And guess who he looked like? Oh, it's deep. I just couldn't say too much about it at the time. I want to curse my tail off right now. A bunch of grown, sorry people that we rely on and depend on to hold up the laws. I asked them, right? And I know I went from Men's Mental Health Monday, which I meant to read off the prompt and answer the prompt. But this kind of took over a little bit. I don't give a freak what y'all think about me, what you say about me, because you know what? This is what people like myself do as community activists, as human rights advocates, as community organizers. This is what we do. We have to seek information so that when it comes to us representing a person, equal rights, civil rights, and constitutional rights, we have to know where we're coming from. I was trying not to touch it myself. But you can't help it when you read and stuff that's kind of outrageous, and then you want to seek to see if that's true, if this true, if that's true. And I ain't gonna lie, the defense attorney, from a lot of the stuff that AI said he's supposed to act, he's supposed to did, I would have done the same. I wouldn't have done that part. I wouldn't have done that. As a defense attorney, I would not have done that. I would not have done that. I would not have sold my client out like that. And I told my daughter, once she become a lawyer, stand firm for her clients. Because I already know how y'all like to play. How y'all meet for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and sidebar parties and stuff. And make side deals. That's what that lawyer did. And the sad part about it, it's been exposed. So who you think gonna trust you now, Mike? Mike Howard. Who you think gonna trust you to defend them? So you know you're gonna step down, bro. Judge Roach, can you be honest about presiding over a case? Because you showed us right now you can't. Even though they can't do nothing to y'all, they can disbarge you. I looked into that too. What charges can be filed against y'all for doing what y'all did to this young man? That's where my mind goes at. Okay, we understand the bull crap y'all done to this young man. Now let's see what we can do with y'all. So 9 times out of 10, Mike Howard, defense attorney, who do you think gonna trust you to defend them? You sold out Carmella, brother. Well, you might not be a brother of mine, but you sold out Carmella Anthony. Now, like I said, I looked it up, and they said the judge, the defense attorney, can be disbarred. Now, guess what? The prosecutor did his stuff. He got a conviction at any cost and any means. I didn't even ask about him. knowing that he knew all this. He convinced the defender not to use it. Withhold it. Knew this kid. Now, he was wrong for what he did to Austin. But everything Carmelo said out his mouth, them 6 boys came to him. Hunter and Metcalf are bullies. I knew something wasn't right. And they're going to use this school thing to help overturn his appeal. Because the prosecutor knew it. The defense attorney knew. And you did not allow them to throw that out when he claimed defense. I mean, the self-defense. You knew your defendant, basically in a sense, was innocent because he was protecting himself from some bullies. You knew. And I was listening to their mother, the Metcalf mother, on Biden's show or some show. And this woman over there justifying her son's behavior towards the cheerleaders. The cheerleaders was the one that sent a coach a message about the Metcalf, how they were scared of their lives. And the coach thing was, if I'm not mistaken, reported to the police. If you really felt threatened amongst them. They were talking about that. Lady sent the daggone video over. Mother running off at her mouth. You can hear this woman justifying certain things about her son. 1 minute, Hunter this and that. Austin is the one that always like zaps out in a way, right? Listen to her. She was like, Austin is the one that normally overexert things in a way. She didn't say the exact words I said, but listen to what she was saying, and you'll catch it. The prosecutor used the clean case agreement to keep the Metcalf twins' history of aggression hidden, but then threatened to violate the agreement themselves. Excuse me if y'all didn't get it right. If I didn't give it right to y'all, basically, the prosecutor would not allow him and the defense, was it a public defender? They made a decision not to use their past into that, which is an ongoing thing. This is nothing new with them. Failure to protect records. During the trial, when sudden witnesses gave misleading testimonies about the twins being peaceful, Howard sat silently, and didn't object in Texas law. If an attorney doesn't formally object to a statement in a courtroom, it is not preserved on the record, meaning the client legally loses the right to use it as a basis for an appeal. The judge banned all cameras and strictly limited courtroom seatings. Anthony's new team argued this hyper restriction directly violated Anthony's constitutional rights. to a public trial. The judge wasn't wrong, right? The judge wasn't wrong, right? John Roach, the total gag order. This is what they're hitting them with for the Carmelo Anthony appeals. Now, I'm trying to get to when I asked them a question about, because I was listening to Carmelo and the mother talk on this show, and I was asking them about that. And that's a shame, right? Because my thing is, why are you trying to cover up stuff and it's coming out? It's going to come out. So what was the point of trying to cover it and then the truth is being exposed? Well, I guess that was the point, right? To expose it so we could see the corruption with the judge. The prosecutor, I don't know what to say about them because their whole job is to nail you anyway. That's why when the prosecutor told me with my stuff, Mr. Copeland, we know you didn't do this. We know you didn't do that. But you're guilty by association. Basically for something you didn't do. We know you didn't do it, but you was there. That's why you got to be careful, family. When you with people that might go do certain things that you don't even have no idea they doing it. Because you can be accused of it. Even though you didn't even know it. Or you didn't even expect that, because that's what she told me too. I know you didn't know that this and that and this and that, but you were guilty. That was the thing she threw at me. Because she knew them dragging me for as long as they had with the 14 charges, 17 altogether. That's a loss. Can you understand where I'm at and why I'm saying what I'm saying? Because I've seen it for myself. For a system that we supposed to trust. You get it? That's not trustworthy to me. The law enforcers, which is the police department. Then you got your judicial system. Basically, you fighting for your life and you fighting for your freedom. I'm a little disappointed. Now I can see certain things happening, but it's happening to me all at once and too much. I'm looking at Nolan Wells. I'm looking at Kamala, Carmelo, Anthony. Then I heard another lady today, which was white and had two black children. She was talking about how she's scared for her black sons because she know what her people's actually doing to people. I'm like, wow. I'm like, wow. Let me I'm going back to my prompt, family. I'm going back to my prompt. The Couch and Be More Teen Talk Show. Real conversations, real life stories. It speaks a lot, don't it? Empowering the next generation. Men Mental Health Monday. Mine ain't all right now. Okay. Loving and enjoying life without drama. See how hard it is to work, man. Loving and enjoying life without drama. See how I was saying I was trying not to let this come too close? This was my son. This was my son. I will be on this like white on rice. I'm telling y'all now. Listen to the way I sound. But watch the actions with it. Because when you know corrupt stuff, they don't like when people like me speak out. Loving and enjoying life without drama. And as usual, it's a 5-step process, gentlemen. My kings. You too, James. I see you down there asking crazy little questions. Talking about I look like a gangster. I hope I do, James. Keep in mind, James, the first step, man, to loving and enjoying life without drama. Now I'm going to put Steve Copeland right there. Loving and enjoying life, Mr. Copeland, without the drama. First step, mindset. Change your thoughts. So y'all know I'm going to have to get rid of that old bull crap, right? I'm going to have to get rid of that. Self-love. Oh, I love me no matter what. Respect your worth. Peace. Trying to work back on that to get in the body, gentlemen, to get in the body. Protect your energy. You heard what I just said. 4, purpose. Walk in your calling. 5, positivity. Surround yourself wisely. Gentlemen, let me share this with y'all. If y'all go on other people's platforms and they have prompts that supposed to empower, encourage, and motivate men, and they're not using anything to help you recover or to help you grow in those areas, why do you stay? Nope, it ain't. Now I'm reading this off of my prompt. My prompt in the back of my I got a prompt. I'm on my TikTok. I haven't found the way to post it up on my regular stuff, but I stream to 7 different platforms. I stream to 7 different platforms. But what I do, James, anytime I talk about a topic, I try to come with a working solution with it. Because a lot of people, we're so used to always talking about the problem. The problem. We're staying the problem. The problem. The problem. The problem. The problem. The problem. Well, what's the solution? The problem. That's not how I work. That's why a lot of people don't really like dealing with people that try to work more towards the solution and staying out the problem. Men's Monday mental health. You ain't saying nothing, bro. You ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. James said something about drinking water is the solution. I drink one of those every day, along with my diet Pepsi and my coffee. Now, I don't know. I might end this in a little bit, family. I might end this because I'm starting to feel like people don't care. People afraid to stand up. I'm just looking at what is happening to a lot of our black people, our black young men. I know a lot of y'all probably don't care because it's not your family. Better them than me. I get you. I'm just looking at what they're doing to our young men. And I'm just looking at how we sit in silence and just watch it happen. Now, people said, James, what I learned in the process of what we do, black people are afraid to step up for their civil rights, equal rights, and constitutional rights. They are afraid to stand up. And if we came together more as a race of people and support each other and stop hating and disrespecting each other, people wouldn't play us as much as they do. This is what disappointed me, family. And I'm talking about as a human rights advocate, as a community organizer. I'm in Baltimore City. I want the best for Baltimore City. Baltimore City has changed a lot now. Don't get it wrong. That's one thing I could say today and be very, very proud. I'm just getting sick and tired of us as black people afraid to come together more. This is really disappointing to me. And it's kind of coming hard. So what I am going to do, family, I am going to get right in this. I got enough material to send back over. No, I don't, James. Don't make me smack you, James. Don't make me smack you. Do I host barbecues at church on Sundays? because you look like the kind of guy that did. Nah, James. I used to do all that. I come up now. I show up. I bring some product. I ain't cooking. I ain't cooking. I might need a break. I might need to take me a break from my shows. Some things I just can't. I don't get it. I do not get it. Now you see why I couldn't answer, right? I do not get it. You all right? I'm gonna call you back in a minute. I'm gonna get ready to end this. All right. I'm gonna call you right back. I'm gonna end this. Give me about 5 minutes, a couple of minutes. All right. Well, call me when you get back. I'm gonna relax. I got a movie on, and I'm gonna turn the TV up. Some. I guess the day. No, that's my daughter, James. She was calling me on the phone. I couldn't answer the phone, so she popped on my TikTok. But yeah, my heart goes out to these families, y'all. My heart goes out to them. I could see me right now. Woo-wee. Phyllis, I would be pitching a blip. I'm telling y'all, if I felt some foul play took place, like what we seeing here, woo! I want to make this really, really clear to the judge. You're a human being, not your title. To the prosecutor, you're a human being, not your title. Police officer, you're a human being, not your profession. That's just your job. Just like the judge. Just like the public defender or the defense attorney. And when you use it, when you actually use your authority and your power to screw the black man, that's what disappoints me. And cover things up. And I don't like it. I don't like it. James, come back tomorrow, okay? I was looking for you yesterday. I didn't see you. But come back tomorrow. Men's Mental Health Monday. Men's Mental Health Monday. So now, I got to do the work to quiet my mind down. I got to do the work to understand as far as shifting what don't belongs to me. You get what I just said? Shifting what doesn't belongs to me and giving it back. As a parent. Thanks, James. As a parent of a black male son. This is not a good feeling right now. And most of my son's friends are white. And they've been hanging out together for about 18 years now. My son is 23. He's been playing soccer since he was 5. A lot of the same young men he grew up through the years, he still hang out with. I do not want to believe in my head that certain people can be that nasty and mean and hateful. I don't want to believe it. I was sitting up here thinking, family, as a person that's a human rights advocate, we just don't fight for the rights of black people. When when white people, which a lot of black people might not think they don't get discriminated against, yes, they do. I'm talking about most of your poor ones, okay? Because I don't want y'all to get lost. I'm talking about the ones that's in your marginalized communities along with the blacks. So when y'all realize when you in the inner city, you mean to tell me everybody in the inner city marginalized communities are black? Where y'all been? Where y'all been? So when you do what we do, right, and you deal with the marginalized communities, you see they not all just black. You see they not all just white. There's different cultures in your poor inner city communities because they can't afford to live in productive areas, conservative areas, more healthier places. Oh, y'all didn't know that. Become a community activist. Become a community organizer. Get involved for fighting for people's civil rights, equal rights, and constitutional rights. And I guarantee you, you'll say, I got you now, Mr. Copeland. I understand where you're coming from. Thanks, James. All right. Love y'all. I'm out. All right, James. See you tomorrow. I'll probably be in a better space where we can kick it, kid, and joke and play.